Hey guys, it's Nutcase, and happy first video of 2019. It's technically the last video you guys should see of 2018 art. I did do all of the art for this video in 2018 so I could get it out and ready for my Patreons for this month. So the first thing we have here is the Patreon sticker for the month, which is based on the pin for this month. I did a pin of a cat in a coffee cup that basically looks like a little coffee with creamer in it, and so like that was kind of the idea. And so I thought it would be a cute idea to just further on that character and maybe, make a sticker out of it. And the Patreon supporters seemed to like that idea, so that's what we did. I really liked how this came out in the end. I was kind of worried about it before I got it printed, but I think once I got it printed I was really happy with how everything looks. I am really happy that I ended up doing kind of like broken lines there for the cup. It took me a little bit to get his face right and everything, since the pin that I made has it just as like little bean eyes and nose and stuff. I didn't really have too much to go on the style that I was working on, and yeah, I ended up having to look up references of cats yawning, and I'm like, oh, they open their mouth way bigger than I thought they did. So I ended up just doing like a big open mouth for him, and I think it ended up being pretty cute, so yeah. As you can see there, I was color dropping from the pen to try and make all the pen and the sticker the same colors. I believe that my manufacturer actually ended up making the pen, the base brown, a little darker than what I had originally put as my Pantone selection, but in person it actually doesn't bother me, so I'm fine with that. You guys will see a picture of the pen later on at the end of the video. Instead of just doing digital pictures of it, I've taken actual photographs of the products that are out this month for Patreon, and if you like any of the stuff that I draw in this video, you can get them by supporting me on Patreon through the month of January. If you don't support me by the end of January, I will be selling them in February on my shop, but I can't guarantee that I'll have anything left. Usually, besides listing them, like the prints and stuff, I do list the stickers later, but I've started liking the idea of doing the stickers as kind of like freebies as well for whenever people do order from the shop, but we'll see if that's what I end up going with or not. But this is, it's based, again, like I said, on the pen, so that's where all the colors are coming from, and I was just trying to keep that through the whole thing, just to keep the theme with the pen and sticker at least the same. The print, as you'll see here, is actually still coffee and cat related. It's just cat, maybe a magic cat, making all the coffee stuff float around. So like the little coffee pot and the coffee cup, and I later put a creamer cup in, and coffee beans and sugar cubes and stuff like that. I was trying to really go up with the coffee motif. I know last year we did a coffee themed thing as well, but since coffee is kind of a new thing to me, and I've just this past year really started liking it. I don't know, I just really liked the idea of doing another coffee themed month, especially for the first month of the year. Just like, get started, get going, whenever you get up you have a nice cup of coffee, you get up and get going. So we're gonna start the year off with some coffee. Now there was a jump there, but that is just because I was working on and off during stream while I was doing this. So while I did sketch everything live, I didn't remember to record it. So I had to just, remember to record at this point. One of the things I'm kind of not happy with on the end card here on this is I can't get a good photo that shows that on the print you can actually see the lines on this cat. Because in person you can, but since it's a black cat with black lines, it's not super easy to see on a photo, but you can see them. Like the printer did print them so like the lines are darker than the base color of the fur and everything. So is just really hard to get a picture of, and I'm not very good at photography. I still only take photos with my phone because it's all I've really got. I would love to get a nicer camera. I can't afford one right now, so for now I will be sticking with my phone. I have a V30, so it's a pretty nice phone camera. Like, I can get some pretty decent shots with it, but I don't know, I still haven't mastered the whole like product photo taking stuff. Like, I can usually do some photo edits and make things look like they look like in person, but I don't know, like with all of the items in the end thing, I couldn't really get them all to look great, and so I just kind of gave up on making the cat look great because the rest of the print and the 2 stickers and pin look great in it, so I'm just like, whatever. And it's really funny because the program I use, Snapseed, on my phone, I got this really cool, like it got where you could see it and everything, and it looked great, but every time I would send it from my phone to my computer, there would be this really weird artifacting that doesn't show on the program, but it does on the save files. And so I don't know what that is, and I just ended up giving up on it because I was like, alright, well, I'll just take it onto the computer and do my brightness and whatnot adjustments, but yeah, I don't know what that is, like why there was that artifacting or anything. It was very weird to me. The coffee pot was probably the biggest headache, and I could have just done like a solid coffee pot, but this is the coffee pot that I've known since I was young and everything, like this style. So I wanted to do this style coffee pot for this print. The little like glass one that you normally, there's like a little black lid that goes on it, so it goes in the coffee maker and the coffee maker knows that there is a coffee thing there. But yeah. Oh, and the coffee cup. It's very plain, but it's because I didn't want it to detract from anything. Like, I wanted everything to kind of work cohesively and, you know, kind of like what you would see in a kitchen in general. So I wanted everything kind of plain. Like, I know I collect mugs, but sometimes, you know, the good just plain colored mug that you find randomly is sometimes the best because it feels right in your hand, whatever, you know, whatever reason you like, have like whatever mug you like. That's kind of why I went with just a basic kind of style there. Now, one of the things I was doing with this was I made a repeating pattern that is for sale on my Redbubble, and so I didn't really draw the picture to be like that the way I drew it, and so I meant for it to be this thing where I kind of piece it together and whatnot, and so you see here where I'm putting together the final piece and I'm just adjusting everything, like moving a sugar cube here and there, moving a bean there and here and there and stuff, and just kind of placing everything to make it look like together. So there's the Patreon rewards for the month of January. If you would like to support me on Patreon, the links are down below. If you back before the end of January, you can get any of these items. If you would like a pin, I do sell those during the month, even though, because I have so few pin backers anyways, so they're on my shop as well, so you don't have to back to buy the pins. But if you want the stickers or prints this month, you do need to back on Patreon. So yeah, that's the January Patreon rewards. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and here's to a good 2019. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.